Okay, yeah. This is entry 29. I have everything set up properly, I think, I believe. Um, so yeah, yesterday I left off. I was over here, um, doing a kind of collage thing. Um, after I left the video, I decided to experiment a little bit with a more artistic format here. And so yeah, I have my drawing tablet here. One of my best friends gave it to me a while back there for as kind of a bonus for cleaning his and his parents' roof off, shoveling. I can see my camera glitching out here. I hope everything's okay. I hope the audio is not too bad. We'll find out though. I think that'll be okay. um, I have everything plugged in. It's all connected to a multi adapter thing. My laptop doesn't have enough USB cables, so I'm using the adapter, and there's gonna be some hiccups because of that, but it seems to work better than I thought it would, so we're gonna roll with it. If the my camera's too distracting here, I don't know what to say about that. Uh, I'll figure it out another day. Yeah. So I hope this works. We'll see. I'm just gonna roll with it anyways. I want to get some work done here. I've been looking forward to this. And yeah, I didn't do much off camera. I started to get some of the vague, really vague forms drawn down. Um, Essentially, all I did off camera was that I spent a lot of time just getting my pen working here properly. And I hope this works. I hope this works like I wanted to. Let's see. Um, yeah, this is kind of like more relaxing almost than what I've been doing. It's a little bit almost brain dead because I know it's pretty simple what's going on here, and just vaguely tracing these forms out. It's not rocket science. I have some tea with me here. Good stuff. I already had a chamomile tea. Chamomile. I don't know how to say it. Yeah, had a more relaxing tea earlier. Sorry, matcha, the stimulating tea. Supposed to have more caffeine than coffee, which is cool. This is orange pico, which is somewhere like I guess in the middle between the matcha and chamomile tea I have. It's caffeinated. I have two tea bags and a massive cup here because I like my tea. It's been really it's been comforting. Since quitting like all the other substances, it's nice just to have something warm and pleasant to sip on. Yeah. Um, so what is going on here? I've shared this with a few people already, and I was surprised by the love, I guess. Um, it's giving off some like strange, almost like a summoning ritual kind of thing. It's kind of a little bit spookier than I was anticipating or aiming for. But I'm gonna roll with it. I think I'm kind of liking the spooky vibe. I was talking to a friend already. I don't want it to look evil. Okay, so demonic is not the nature here. The nature is more eldritch or Lovecraftian. So like not necessarily evil, but incomprehensible, unfathomable. Yeah, fun words. um, I'm still coughing quite a bit. Still like trying to clean my lungs out still, honestly. But I've been sober for over 2 weeks now, which is just crazy, man. I wasn't sure I'd ever be able to quit, honestly. But here I am. I'm very I don't want to I don't want to say I'm proud of myself yet because it hasn't been long enough. I'm still saying that at the end of the month, that's when I give myself permission to be proud. Until then, I'm kind of nervous about it. I can still slip up. I can still slip up very easily. I still have some cravings here and there, and I still have some discomfort and etc. Um, but we're moving through it. Yeah, it's could be a lot worse. Um, cool. I'm not. I don't hate this yet, which is nice. Yet. I don't really know exactly what I'm doing. I'm just kind of doing stuff. I'm just scribbling. Um, so I'm glad I figured out how to plug everything in here because now I can Control Z on my keyboard very easily. Whereas before it was very much a pain in the ass. Um, yeah, already I notice I need to fix my posture because my hand is cramping pretty bad. But we're gonna roll with it. Roll with it. Just keep her rolling. I want to zoom in a bit more. Because of the nature of things here, it's a little bit. The background image is a little blurry. It is okay. I'm probably being a little bit too concerned about trying to make this perfect. Like yeah, these are not there's no rules here. I don't need to follow the outline here completely. It's just providing some guiding ideas here. Also, this face here, uh, I did that before I figured out how to set up the pressure. The Yeah, before there's a pressure sensor. But by that, I can kind of show you. So if I do like a very light line, the line's very thin, and if I put a lot of pressure on, it's thick. Before I didn't have that set up properly before. When my friend first gave me this and I figured that out, I swear it was like magic because suddenly everything has a more natural feel to it. Um, it's very nice. Maybe I should lower the opacity or use a different brush, but this is what I don't know. Yeah, this is what I've been using. I should experiment with brushes more. In the meantime, we're just gonna roll with it. I'm having some interesting conversations here with some friends. I guess I should clarify some online friends. My my fleshy friends, the ones I know from the physical reality here. I've tried many times to have real conversations with them, but they're not interested in philosophy or apparently deep thought or technology or anything I find interesting. Sadly, um, we can play games together, and that's sometimes pretty fun though. I guess it might be obvious that I sound a little bit disheartened saying that because I am. It'd be nice if I could talk to them about advancements in AI or about free will and consciousness, but they have no interest in that, and I've given up trying on that front. But yeah, we've been having some conversations here with us online communities about the nature of free will and determinism. It's gotten a little bit heated, which is fair. I think no one wants. And initially, the concept of determinism is very. It can feel like it takes away a lot of your agency. The way yeah, no one wants to feel like they're comparable to a rock. They have as much free will as a mouse or a plant, but there's like there's ways to look at it that are less disempowering. I've personally found it very that vital in like my moral and ethical view of the world. I found it helpful in giving myself a sense of agency. Even um, I found that it helps me not blame others necessarily as much. It helps me be kinder to myself too. Um, believing that I'm not intentionally being a bad person. I'm not intentionally hurting others, or things of that sort. And in that light, I don't believe evil exists. I think it's largely a matter of circumstance, and it's a little bit harder to get into that. Is there are there's some kinds of evil out there. It's a little bit hard to explain that. But yeah, we were talking about free will. So it's cool. I get to bring up a bunch of interesting books I've found over the years. I'm hoping to have some kind of a conversation about it. I'm waiting on replies at this point and seeing what everyone thinks, if they think anything about it. I know I'm not alone in this belief in determinism, so that's cool. In a lot of communities, when I bring that kind of thing up, people immediately look at me like I'm insane. No one wants to believe that they're powerless. which isn't what the implication is in all that. There's no loss of power in that. I find the acknowledgement or the belief of determinism um, very freeing, actually. There's less stress, less obligation. Simultaneously, I feel like it gives me agency because I can look at things and instead of denying, um, sorry, it's very hard, very difficult thing to talk about. It's easier to write about, to be fair. I'm trying to remember where I was going with that. A little bit hard to multitask here. I find thinking about determinism to be empowering because I can start to look at where my flaws are, where my limitations are, and instead of believing those are my choice, instead of thinking that I choose to be a particular way, I can learn to move beyond it. I find it very freeing. Um, There we go. We have some eldritch creatures in the form coming about here. I like them. I'm gonna focus on the faces first, and then I'll worry about the bodies. These guys, these yellow dudes here, kind of turned out interesting, strange way. This thing has no face yet. It's just kind of. I need to bring in some more images here. Oh, before I can. Before I can finish. I don't know why I keep yawning during these. Okay, I have a bit of an answer to that. I did some research here. Well, I've been tracking my food, my diet here very meticulously, and I believe, well, okay, I'm consuming 5 times my daily recommended amount of sugar, which explains the headaches, explains the fatigue, explains a lot, and I should have been more obvious earlier. Yeah, so I gotta angle my body here so I can get a straight line going this way. I could be neater. Okay, I'll be neater. Um, I could also use the pen here, but see, it doesn't have like I like the rough lines I'm making here. Maybe I should. I find my hands are very shaky, if I'm to be honest. Um, I've always had a habit of overindulging in sugar too. Hmm. There's a way to do this. I swear. Oops. Maybe if I like do this, I don't know. Let's undo that. That was a mistake. Control Z. Yeah. Anyway, something like that. Over on this side too, I'm gonna start following some of these lines. I think if I used a better brush, this would be a lot easier to bring it right at this. I've been more playful and more social lately too, which I'm happy about. Yeah, gotten a little bit of self confidence, and it's not coming like from a place of like forced friendliness. Like I'm not forcing myself to be social. I just feel like I just felt like being friendly, which is kind of cool. Um, Even if some of that came out of like anxiety and worry, and it was still nice that I just had a sense of like comfort and warmth talking to someone the other day. Yeah, that's a little bit hard to get into right now. It's not another other in other words, the art continues here. It doesn't need to be perfect either. Part of the charm of doing it with a pen here instead of all digitally is the imperfections of everything here. Though I wonder if it might be a little bit too imperfect. We'll find out. I never really learned how to draw. I've always leaned into more abstract forms because it's a lot simpler to. I've just enjoyed abstraction more, maybe. Hmm. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know exactly what's going on here. I'm kind of just doing stuff. Kind of just doing stuff. This is a cool little shape too, so I'll fill this out. Let's fix that a little bit. Ugh. I need to learn how to use this tool. There's a lot of like potential here. This tool is very cool. I mean the tablet. Um, but I've admittedly not mastered it. Something like that. And then I want to I think part of like my I'm so hesitant, right? Maybe we can just get a straight line here. It's easier. something like that. I want to be technical. Beautiful. Sure. Um, I like this building here too. This is neat. I want to start putting this together. And just get rid of, oops, it's okay. This is kind of a funny ethical puzzle, I guess. Generally, people really, really hate tracing. Like, if you were to trace a human's artwork, you're basically stealing their art, right? Some people consider AI art to be theft, anyways, because it was trained on people's art without their consent. But is tracing AI art theft? I don't know. I'm not too concerned about it either. I don't think tracing is ethically wrong in any sense, but unless you're trying to sell it off as something that wasn't traced. I want to be pretty honest about the creation process here. If anyone ever asks, I'm gonna tell them the truth. It's I can show them the video when it comes down to it, and it's part of the. I kind of pride myself in that fact. It's that I can like show exactly how I do this. I think that's kind of fun. I'll do this too. I don't know. Life's been in some ways it's been boring. In some ways it's been a little bit more exciting than I wish it was. It's a weird mixed bag of cats. Hmm. I'm just getting the rough, very rough shape still. I'm not too concerned about overall what is happening here. I just want rough shapes. I think I'm gonna after I trace this, I still want to I still want to add some more images, AI images. I want to alter my own drawing here, and I want to add more to it. This is a very time-consuming method, which is okay because I have a lot of time right now. I don't know. I wish I was I don't know why this thought rolled across my head. I wish I was more normal sometimes. I do feel I do feel intentionally strange though. Um, growing up, I used to I used to think weirdness was like a perk. To be weird was to be unique, and who wants to be normal? There's a lot of normal people out there. I don't really know what's going on with this shape either. It's kind of strange. Let's get this line here. I'm getting better at these straight lines, which is cool. It's very difficult for me. Let me just playing with the existing shapes here. I don't really want to make that super straight. I kind of like the jaggedness there. Probably continue this all the way up too, but I'm a little bit lazy, so I'm gonna do bits and pieces. Here I want to another straight line. Actually, this is a cool shape right here. Let's zoom in a bit. This is a neat shape, yeah. So we'll do. Yeah, something like that. Yeah. I hope I don't accidentally draw like something terrible, like a fucking swastika that something I don't even recognize as a hate symbol. It looks a little bit too maybe a little bit too close to the hammer sickle, but I think I'm overthinking that. I do have a vague memory of when I was very very young, before I knew what the swastika was, getting in trouble for drawing it. But it's such a simple geometric shape. It's very easy to, if you don't know what it is, to accidentally draw it. Which is very, in a way, is sad because like, who's gonna make geometry a hate symbol? Like what happens if someone makes the there's a little heart. What happens if someone makes like, why did no one decide that the triangle was like a symbol of hatred? It's just a triangle. And the swastika, it was used before the Nazis ever used it. Whatever. That's just a little tangent. That's something I've been I've been that's a topic I've been talking about for years. I've always been confused by that. Like the Nazis won because they turned this symbol into a symbol of hate. When before that, in dozens of cultures before them, it was not didn't mean hate at all. And why did we let them win that? Like why did we let them win that battle? That's a shame. It is a shame. It's a damn shame. This is a cool symbol. If it didn't mean what it means, it shouldn't. I don't know. I don't know. I don't like it though. I am upset about the entire concept. It's such a weird thing to be like outraged by, maybe, but I am. I am. I don't know. Like that's a topic. It's weird to talk about the Nazis. Like they ruined so much. Like they were such a horrible people that to call someone a Nazi is to call them Satan. If someone's evil, if you meet a bad person, It doesn't matter what they've done, who they are. They're a Nazi, and it's just because it's like a buzzword. You know, I mean, does it? It's lost its value. Yeah, weird tangent. Sorry. It's almost. I find it easier to talk while doing this than it was to talk during the collage because I'm not thinking as much. Like the process is a little bit obvious. I'm just kind of outlining some interesting shapes here. Now, is this? It admittedly looks like I've scribbled on the page. uh, but you just trust the process? I don't know. The process here is going to take a long time. I've been doing the process for 40 minutes here already. And you know what? We continue. I'm gonna make a new layer because I want to work on a different color. I got bored of the yellow. Got bored of the yellow. Now I want to. Hmm. What do I want to do? I want to make this a. Make this a more defined form. That's okay. I like these sharp edges. Oh, I need some kind of like boundary here. Something like that. Hmm. I don't know exactly. I am maybe unsure of myself here. I should try to fill this area here out. These circles and lines are interesting. My hesitation is that I won't be able to draw them as perfectly round as they are here, which is a real factor. That's okay. Maybe I don't need to draw them as perfectly as they are. Let me just draw. Just draw. Think about it after all the concern is meaningless. Oops. Too much concern. I have a habit of like holding my pencils like this, where I think you should hold it farther back. But I don't know. Yeah, I was like naturally born left-handed, but my teachers decided to make me right-handed. Did I say that right? Yeah, I was naturally born left-handed. But at some point, yeah, my teachers they did not like that, so I had to adapt. And after you're forced to use one hand for a long enough time. I don't know. I feel like now the consequence to that is I am bad with both hands. It's been very difficult to like try to unlearn. See, if I were to use my left hand now, I cannot even draw. I can't do anything with this hand. This hand is useless. Yeah, I can't. But at one point, that was my main hand. I think maybe it has to do with how we write in English. We write like, yeah, left to right. But maybe that's meaningless because I think even in cultures where people write right to left, they left-handed is still like the less common handedness. Either way, I have a lot of like little grudges against my teachers and the system trying to teach me ways that they thought fit, but I don't think fit. It's part some of that's like a weird Catholic influence, isn't it? I used to think that right-handed or left-handedness was a sign of the devil. Who knows? Now I could rotate this entire page to draw it a little easier here. I have some like little grudges against the Catholics, honestly. I think I find like native Canadian culture to be very interesting, but of course, if you know anything about Canadian history, look into like residential schools and how they essentially genocided the population and the culture and the religion of the people here. And for yeah, it's a little bit hard. It's maybe a little too much to get into. You know, we demonize the Nazis, but we don't. Sorry, let's not get into that. They deserve the Nazis deserve demonization, yes, but maybe the Catholics do too. I know I'm not going to make many friends saying that. But, oh well. Okay, that's interesting. I think. Oh man. My writing is horrible. Uh, I do think it'd be fun, um, especially on the other pages, to rewrite all the this kind of like boring block text. Um, oops. With the pen, yeah. But we'll get into that after. No, I don't want to get rid of that. I'll go back. I want a little bit thicker. Oops. What's on this layer? Oh, right. I can get rid of that. Yeah, that was like an extra. Let's move on. I have a lot of opinions and beliefs that I think are controversial. But who doesn't, right? I know this looks like a straight line, but I want to make it squiggly because I can. A lot of people can't separate their opinions from like their emotions. A lot of the opinions we have are purely based on emotion. Like if you get mad about something, you're gonna assume it's false, which is I mean, that's fair, I guess, but not necessarily true. It's difficult to break out of that. We don't want the things that make us mad to be true, or the things that make us sad to be true. Though for some reason, the those are the easier things to believe, the ones that make us kind of sad. Yeah. I still feel pretty easily agitated. Um, it's getting better. The withdrawal is like largely gone now. It's been 2 weeks. Oh my god, dude. That's like baffling to me. I feel a lot better today though. The first few days were the roughest. Like they were very hard, dude. I did not enjoy anything about my life. I did not want to exist for a while there. And some of those feelings are still, they still come up a little bit here and there. But they're getting more rare. Yeah, I'm a little bit agitated. So little noises are, they're bugging me more than they should. Like the birds in the next room are, oh man. I thought I liked birds until I had to live with them for multiple years here. I would never. it's some kind of torture for me and for the birds. You to keep an animal like that in a cage. They're not happy creatures. I feel sorry for them. I am not a happy creature either because of them. So yeah, I just feel sorry for both of us. On top of that, I have this drip, 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 and I think I nullified the sound as much as possible, but it might still be picking up a little bit on the audio here. There is nothing I can do about that. As far as I know, there might be something I can do. I can isolate the audio and mute it somehow, but I don't know. It's a lot of work. Yeah, if you own birds, and especially if you don't, if you don't take care of them properly, like if they're in a cage for their entire lives, I honestly think you're a bad person. I'm sorry, that's the truth there. Um, they're not my birds. I don't. Oh man, I do not like cockatiels. Um, yeah, I should do more straight lines instead of sketching like I'm doing, like the chicken scratch, because it looks messy. But it's okay. I'm learning. I should have. I feel like I should have learned how to do this a while ago. But I appreciate art. I've always appreciated art, but I've never been an artist. It's kind of funny saying that. Like, people say they aren't writers, but if you write, you're a writer. And they're kind of like I'm kind of a hypocrite for saying that I'm not an artist while trying to create art. I'm not a good artist. I know and people tell me differently, but I don't know if I believe them. I don't really believe them, but I enjoy the artistic process anyway, so I'm here. Yeah, I am here. I'm almost done with today's video here, but I'm gonna continue a little bit more. These curves here are always the most difficult to do. I feel like I literally need to switch like flip my entire page upside down in order to do it, which would be easy enough since I'm working digitally. I'm gonna try and make this work with this. Oh, there's something I like about that. I wish the circle was a little bit more perfect. It's kind of ugly too in a way. I don't know. We'll roll with it, man. Okay, I'm gonna leave it there. Yeah, I enjoyed today's entry here. My God, my hair is messy. I enjoyed the entry here today. This was a different. This felt different. Yeah, I got to talk a little bit more. I got to relax a little bit. Yeah, I kind of just made a mess to be fair, but I don't hate it. Anyways, yeah, peace and love. I will catch you guys probably tomorrow. Yeah, adios.